Yo riders, Manuel here, servus from the Pain Cave. We are in New York today for stage 11 of the Tour de HISP, riding the Knickerbocker route. It's short, punchy, and brutal with 22.5 kilometers and 360 meters of climbing. A must start and a strong field mean this one's going to hurt. Like last week, we race against super strong A-plus riders, and our main goal will be to stay with the front group for as long as possible. You see, these guys have super strong power numbers. They can push around 6.5 watts per kg for 5 minutes. We are ranked 23rd based on available ranking, so let's see what we can do in today's race. It's gonna be action-packed, no doubt about it. We are off, and as you can see, I'm pushing pretty high watts to get up to speed, but still I'm pushed back. And I start to feel a bit stressed because I can feel the front is already pushing really hard, and I have no idea how to get to the front again. So I know I have to invest a lot to get back there before splits in the peloton happen. But you see, like at this point, I'm averaging 315 watts in the first 2 minutes, so more than 5 watts per kg. But I can finally make it back to the front just in time before we have the first kicks coming in. And yeah, that was a bit risky. Like I didn't expect to have such a fast pace, like right from the start. But as you will see later, I think some guys were pushing for the GC, and they wanted to make this race really fast, so they will have a pretty good time in the end. So we made it back to the front. It's always important to be in good position ahead of like some kicks. And you see the first one is coming right here. We are pushing 7 watts per kg at this point, trying to stay with the front. I mean, still losing a bit of position here. We're already at 182 beats per minute heart rate. And at this point, I wasn't sure how I'm gonna feel later, especially when we reach that New York City KOM that is coming in a few kilometers. But you see the field on the top right, it's already pretty strung out. And I'm expecting the first splits to happen pretty soon because you can see at the front they're attacking left, right, and center. The pace is just intense. We are still at 290 watts average, so around 4.6 watts per kg. And yeah, there is no time to recover, and we are reaching the first real test in a second. You see, I'm getting hyped for myself. Like I know like this is going to hurt a lot right now. So let's see, next 4 or 5 minutes, I will be in huge pain, and we are off for this New York City KOM. I mean, the official segment starts after that first kick here, and I'm starting in a good position here in the top 10, trying to follow the front guys. I mean, you have seen it in the start list. They can push almost 7 watts per kg for 5 minutes. So I mean, if they're on their game today, like there's no chance for me to stay with them. I'm trying to stay there for as long as possible. Like I've always seen like these flat sections here on top coming soon, and my goal was to kind of stay with the group, benefit a bit from the draft here. And yeah, but you see, I'm already suffering really, really hard here. I have to put in 8 watts per kg to stay in the draft of this group. I'm suffering a lot here, 190 beats per minute almost here, heart rate, and yeah, this is almost game over for me, but I'm trying to hang on as long as possible. I expected to go right here before we reach this next kick, but we're taking this left turn. I've not done this climb for too often, but yeah, at this point it's game over for me. I cannot hold them anymore. I mean, I'm still pushing more than 5 watts per kg, but these guys are just really, really strong. I see there's Cesar Pereira, Spanish guy. I think he was also in our group last week, or pretty close. There's some other guys that we kind of know from last week. So yeah, just try to hang on this group. You see, we have a gap of around 4 to 6 seconds to the next group. So I definitely want to stay with these guys here because that's fighting for top 20. And that's again, yeah, better than I expected. Like I was ranked 23rd, as you remember. So I was hoping for top 30. That would have been fine for me. So if we can hold on to this group, like we can even finish top 20, and that's like better than I ever thought. So let's see, like final push here. Then we reach the top of the New York City KOM, and this looks pretty promising. You see, there is a group ahead of us with 7 to 8 seconds. So we finished the segment with 3 minutes 30, 330 watts average, 93% effort, and 186 beats per minute. So a new personal best for me. This will also mean like I improved my time by 10 seconds while still having like around the same same heart rate. And you see, I learned from last week. Like I tried to to enter the downhill in first position. That worked pretty well. So this time I wasn't gapped in in the downhill. And so yeah, we are here in this group of four guys, and I'm telling you, let's work together, guys. 30 seconds each, because I was expecting like no one kind of wants to pull, and we will start to attack each other. So this will not help, and we will have the group behind us, which is 10 seconds behind us right now, catching us pretty soon. And this worked pretty well. Like, I mean, even like almost too good, because these guys are pushing like really hard. You see, like Belgian guy Gary, he's pushing like 5 watts per kg. Then there's also Cesar Pereira coming with almost 6 watts per kg. So we are reaching these two guys ahead of us, Wilhelmsen from Norway and also the Portuguese guy. So yeah, pretty good effort. Like, we're working together pretty well. I'm trying to take turns. You see my words, like I'm pushing really hard to get even to the front. I couldn't recover at all here in the draft, so that was not as planned. And we can also reach these two Spanish guys, Areal and Leon. And so yeah, it was pretty successful, I would say. We are just 30 seconds ahead of the first group with like the real big stars, and we could increase the gap to the chasers to 15 seconds. So that looks pretty well. We're just 8 kilometers away from the finish line, and you see the first attacks are coming in now. Like, that's what I expected. Pretty intense final. It's just up and down, like a lot of kicks, very punchy, hard to recover, and you can expect like every single one of these like red sections somebody will attack. And yeah, we will just not really pull together because the group is kind of not big enough and also not small enough. So like some guys will just hang into the draft and try to save some energy, which I try, because you can see my heart rate 185. I'm just in poor pain. You see second best Zwift, 5 minute effort here with 327 watts. My outdoor seasonal best was at 350 watts, so I'm a bit far off from that. But you always need to have the right length of climb for that. You see first at like another attack is coming in at the front. This time, who was it? Cesar Pereira again, from the local team who is organizing this event. So they're doing like stage every day. So huge respect. Also to Leon, who is part of this group. He was doing all the stages before. So I'm definitely here like with fresh legs, and so huge respect to these guys who were doing already 10 stages ahead of that, like in 10 days or like even 11 days. I think there was one rest day. Anyway, back to racing. 5.5 kilometers to go, more attacks coming in. I'm at 191 beats per minute heart rate. You see Leon, Spanish guy, is attacking right now, but we can close down on him and get back together. But I'm almost dead here at this point. I'm just trying to hang on for my dear life. But I can always see these red sections coming here on top, and I know, like, oh damn, not another punchy climb and another attack coming in now from Carré, the Belgian here. With He's pushing 8 watts per kg. It's a real proper attack. I'm trying to stay with the guys, but I know, like, I'm so done. I'm like, I just want to make it over these climbs. I can see I mean, the next one that is coming is a bit longer, falls flat. And you see here more attacks. The guys are pushing over the top. This hurts so goddamn much. It was incredible, but I managed to hold on. Like, I knew, like, we are 22 seconds ahead of Irish guy who lost our group. Then there's the next group 35 seconds behind. So I was kind of scared. If I lose the group and they're fast, they're attacking like the chasers, they might catch me. So I just wanted to stay with this group for as long as possible, and yeah, see if I can stay with them. But next attacks are coming in from Leon again at the front. He's pushing almost 6 watts per kg, and he can manage to break away, as it seems. Yeah, he does. So successful move. I'm not able to respond to that. And you see Areal and Cesar Pereira, they are chasing now with 10 watts per kg, and yeah, that's game over for me. I mean, you could see I was pushing 6 watts per kg, but I didn't have anything left at this point. So I'm here with Gary and Wilhelmsen. We are in a group of 3, still fighting for 15th position. So that's pretty good. 2.2 kilometers to go. Now I'm deciding to attack, because I was expecting like no one kind of wants to pull here. So I kind of tested the guys if someone will follow me, and yeah, I couldn't hold my effort. So they were they were chasing me and they could close the gap, so it was not successful at all. But yeah, I had to try something, and at this point I kind of thought like this is over for me. Like I had nothing left. You see, my average is at 287 watts, so 4.6 watts per kg. Trying to recover 0.7 600 meters to go at this point. And you see, I thought we were going right here, so I was expecting to go for the sprint very early. Now I'm at the front, and I decide like I see like we are having some gradient coming up, some yeah, uphill finish. So I decided to go really early. I pushed 1,016 watts. So that was incredible at this point, like after being so dead. Yeah, well, it was a good push. But you see, Wilhelmsen is closing down on me. He's just a few meters behind. I'm trying to get to the finish line at first in first position from this group, and I just managed to finish ahead of Wilhelmsen, 14th place at the end, 4.6 watts per kg average, finishing 1 minute 30 behind the winner, Josem Felix B. And yeah, you see here my power numbers, a lot of gold and silver numbers. So that was an incredible effort. And I mean, you can see on the bottom left in how much pain I was after the race. Like it took me some time to recover from this. So next up is the data of the race, and you can see according to the Webull, I was dead from like the top of the climb. I could never really recover anymore. This race was just all out from more or less the start to finish, pushing really high watts, lots of intervals, lots of attacks that I had to follow and cover. And yeah, you can also see here my BBs. 4.6 watts per kg for 30 minutes. So new PB for that, really close to my PBs from, I mean, you could even say like 5 minutes to 25 minutes. So, and also my sprint was really good after all this hard effort. So there is like nothing I can really have done better. I think like this was just poor pain for the whole race, and it took me a long time to recover from that. But in the end, really happy with how it went, how I pushed myself to the max, and how I could finish like in the top 15 in this really hard race. So yeah, training was going really well in summer. Really happy with the progress. If you like this video and my all-out effort, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave a comment to support the channel. See you in the next one. Cheers and ride on.